stream. This is an exciting day. We've got a new sequence, a new video, new hairdo, new beard, new merch, new sale, and we're going to talk about Render Order. Grab your drink of choice and settle in. Welcome to Light Show 101. Oh man, something is really off sync on my cameras or that intro, and I have no idea what it is. But welcome to Light Show 101. It has been so long, but we're getting really close to the season, and this is 2 months earlier than I started last year, so let's kick this off. I have got so many things to talk about. So strap in, we've got about an hour and 15 minutes, and then there's going to be a new video release at the end of this stream. Literally just right now, a brand new sequence dropped on my site. Larson, yes, I did shave. You noticed it during the intro. Greg, what's up? Coming in here from Michigan. And Seymour, no, it's not a new intro, and I actually need to talk about that because it says live streams every week, and there are definitely not live streams every week. Let me know how the audio is. I'm doing it without headphones today, so hopefully it's there. This is also a brand new room. You've never seen this. In fact, the studio was set up in another room, and now it's in this room, but it is so big. We've got 3D printers, we've got a workstation, and the usual cameras. We actually have a dedicated pixel cam. My Stanley's in the way because she loves the moving heads. And then we have the typical multicam. So let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Let me start off by saying it's been a while, so I hope you guys are doing good. I am in a season of my life where I am really enjoying life, and I hope that your season is going just as well. I know I've been MIA, missing in action, for a while. The live streams are not a weekly thing, but we are going to come back strong this season. No promises, but, you know, I'm like that friend that you see every once in a while, and you're happy when he shows up. And then, you know, he just kind of disappears every once in a while. Audio is clipping like crazy. Thank you for the heads up. Let's try this. Let's adjust that and this. Let me know if the clipping goes away. Thank you, Rando Maker. Because I'm recording this and then it will be turned into a little video, the rendering portion at the end of this. New sequence is live on the site right now, lightshow101.com. Here it is. Oh, that's the wrong button. I forgot all my buttons already. It's been so long. 10 months, I think, since the last live stream. Man. This is Gasoline by Halsey. You can check it out on lightshow101.com. Video just dropped on this YouTube page as well, so you can check that out. Really cool video sequence here, and I was able to play around a little bit with shaders and the timing of the shaders, and you'll see they kind of like bounce back and forth. It just created a really, really cool effect for this sequence. So whenever you get tired of me live stream, go check that out. It's like a 3-minute sequence. It's my art, and I would love if you took a peek at my work. Better still clipping a little bit. Is it the microphone? Probably. We're gonna bring microphone down even more. Let's try that. Please keep giving me updates. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I forgot who everyone's account is. So Rando Maker, I forgot who you were. If you were with us back in the Facebook days. What else are we talking about here? My notes went away because I clicked something. More coming soon. I have sequences that are like this close to being done, and my goal is to release them for this season. So this is just a teaser of the work. Yes, Mike, hopefully it's better. There's a little bit of a delay on my chats. More sequences coming soon. I'm excited for you to see some of them. I've been playing around with a lot of stuff that I haven't done on sequences in the past. So I am actually going on vacation, and while I'm there, I'm going to be releasing a Matt's on Vacation and Finally Back sale on Light Show 101. Keep an eye out on the Facebook and also on the website. It will be a site-wide sale. You don't need to have any kind of coupon code or anything. So keep an eye out for the Matt's on Vacation code. I leave on Saturday, so keep an eye out on Saturday night for this code to drop, and the code will only be available for a week. It will probably be a buy one get one. So if you've had your eyes on a few sequences that I have, you could get both of them for the price of one. Check that out. Where am I going on vacation? So there's actually, if you've been in this hobby for a while, you know, oh, this is like lagging like crazy. If you've been in this hobby field for a while, you know that there are things called minis or conventions where a bunch of us nerds get together and we hang out and talk about lights. There is a really cool mini that I went on that was the first one last year, and it's called the Mini at Sea, and it sounds just like, or it is just like it sounds. It is literally a mini on a cruise ship. You can check it out, miniatsea.org. This is the 2024 mini. It obviously leaves in less than a week, so you can't get on this cruise ship, this mini. But there is a 2025 going to Alaska, and it's a week-long cruise. And let me tell you, I've been to a lot of minis. This mini's expensive. Just write it off as a vacation, but it is one of the coolest things to be able to just hang out around the bar, have some drinks, nerd out, and then go spend time with family or spend time with whoever you brought there, or go dance or karaoke or lay by the pool, you know, whatever you want to do. It's a cruise, but it's a reason to go on a cruise because we can go out to the light show stuff. Random Maker, you're new here. Well, welcome. We used to do this all the time. We've got a lot of older people. In fact, Larson, who I've known for a while, actually met through this stream, I believe. Maybe it was through the Magical Light Shows Academy. But Larson is going on the cruise. So you get to meet a lot of people within the industry that you, or industry, hobby field, whatever you want to call it, that you don't really get a chance to meet outside of these minis. So if you're new to the hobby field, check out the minis. It's such a good way to connect with people, and I've seen so much camaraderie and help between displays when people go to these minis and get to know the people in their area. At the mini, I am going to be teaching, and I'm going to be teaching a class called Mapping Your Display to Be Pixel Perfect. And I decided that this was something that hasn't really been taught in our world very much, and it ended up being a class that, once it was put together, was so crucial for, I believe, really everybody's light show, and I want to be able to put that in a video format. However, I'm going to keep it for a little while longer as only in live, so hopefully you'll get to see me if you really want to come see this class. It's going to be taught on this mini. It will probably be taught also at the Utah mini, one of the Colorado minis, and it was taught at the Magical Light Shows Academy. Speaking of the Magical Light Shows Academy, if you've never heard of it, a lot of people haven't, and you may know or may not. I am a sequencer, an installer, and kind of all-around guy with Magical Light Shows. Tom Bet George, if you don't know Magical Light Shows, is Tom Bet George's company. And we started to do an academy, which is basically a mini, but it's like a very intensive mini where you can either come in as a beginner or you can come in as an advanced hobbyist or someone with just interest. You don't know anything, and be able to walk out with the tools that you need to either grow your light show or start a light show from scratch. The whole idea of Light Show 101. We're going to be doing it again next year, and if you get a chance, take a look at it. It is so cool. Larson was also there, and just some other really good people. Steve Petrucci from back in the day of these streams now teaches at Magical Light Shows Academy and actually works full-time with Magical Light Shows Academy because he was connected with Light Show 101. It's crazy the connections that you see within this industry, like we were talking about, just in a whole different track, whole different page. Okay, I'm rambling. If you've never seen my live streams, this is what I do. I ramble. During the academy, it was in Florida, we got to go to Disney World. I filmed and vlogged a bunch of that academy, and we'll be uploading that vlog, hopefully by the end of the year. But with that, I've been vlogging blogging, schmogging. It's been a long time. I need a drink. I'm talking way too fast. I've been vlogging a few of my adventures, and actually one of them I am premiering directly after this live stream. So what we're going to do at the end of this live stream is we're going to all go over to that premiere, and we'll have a live chat in there, and we can say hi. But I would love for you to see the first vlog that I'm releasing. Let me take a sip. The vlog is a really cool installation that I worked on within the production world, and it was an installation where we used pixels, traditional pixels that we bought from Ray Wu, and we controlled them over ArtNet. So instead of E131, we're sending it a protocol called ArtNet, which is a protocol that is really widely used by lighting softwares and lighting designers. So in this vlog, this little 15-minute vlog, I talk about how we did that and the technical aspects of that, and you get to see my adventures. So stick around. Right after the stream, that's going to be releasing on this YouTube channel, along with that new sequence that released. So please check that out. In fact, I actually had a thing to show you here that I just breezed right over this. Not that. Oh my gosh, yeah, look, with my beard, holy crud, it actually is this one. This was the just a short clip of the Magical Light Shows Academy. This is at the very beginning of this video, this vlog that's going to release, called Pixels on ArtNet. It says premieres in 62 minutes. So if you're going to bed early, or if you're on the East Coast, or not even in the States, check this out when you wake up. It's a cool little video to check out. So today, I actually want to teach a lesson, and this is a lesson that I've taught for a few years now, and I want to put it in video format and hopefully be able to take this afterwards and cut it down into a video that I can upload on YouTube, because I really believe that this is a topic. It's render order. Render order is such an important topic within learning to sequence, or knowing X-Lights, or even just importing sequences, pre-made sequences from vendor sellers. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn how it all works, because it is reversed on some parts of X-Lights and then the flip-flop the other way around on other parts of X-Lights. Graham, what's going on? Everybody say hi to Graham. He is the #1 fan of Light Show 101, and it is like, what did you say, 1 a.m. there, Graham? You're crazy. MLS First Academy, Larson. Yeah, you were there. Were you? Yeah, you were also there for the second one. You were there for the first and second. Maybe not. I don't remember. Let's jump right into this. Let's actually get into X-Lights before we talk about the render order, because there's a few things, let me open this here. There's a few things that I really want to explain what it's asking for. This will make sense in a second. Is there any way that I can chop my head down a little bit here? Nope, that's the wrong button. Alt? Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that headroom. Larson, I'm so excited to go on this cruise and hang out. This is gonna be awesome. You guys should all, I'm excited. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I cannot wait. Okay, so here's X-Lights. When you first open up X-Lights to create a new sequence, and you go to either click the little page for a new sequence. Oops, I thought I had my hand on the keyboard. Can I not zoom in? Oh, I don't have it set up. Darn it. There's so many things to work on. When you create a new sequence, we're just going to create an animation, 40 FPS. What it asks you right here is it says select a view, and then it gives you all of your view options. And if you haven't created a view before, it will just be typically be like all models, or like easy view. So a lot of people will set up. Views are really nice to be able to break down the different props and what you're looking at any given time in your timeline. However, what this screen is asking for is it's saying, give me a list that when you say quick start here, I'm going to take that list and I'm going to make that list the render order, or the master view. I say a lot. I need to, because I'm going to cut it out in the video. I need to get back into this. The render order is determined by the master view, and this view that you select right here will set your initial master view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select, for this example, we're going to select all models, or we're going to select our template, but I'm going to teach you how to make this template. This is what you should do. You should have a template in your layout file, and then when it asks you to select a view, you should be selecting master view template. So I'm going to select quick start here. Oh, I just realized I may have a problem because there's something on my screen where I cannot get my display elements window to pop up. We'll see if we can make this work. Oh, how am I gonna do? We're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it and see if it works. In Xlights, you'll see this drop down right here is how you choose your different views, and you'll see automatically we're selected on master view template because that's what we selected in the drop down. But also if I select view, you will always have a line here called master view. And master view is what determines the render order. So if I click on master view, we should see none of this order change. Where if I select singing faces, you'll see a bunch of these props change. However, now between master view template and master view, they are the same because we selected master view template and it made the master view the same order as the master view template. So let's create a view. Let's start moving stuff around. Right click on any prop on the left side of your timeline, select edit display elements, and yep, here's my problem. Let me try a couple things here. View, windows, where's display elements? Let me close it and then reopen it. That didn't do anything. Oh no. What do I do in this situation? Edit display elements. Huh. Let's try to go to view, perspectives, default perspective. And let's try and open up that window again. Edit display elements. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna talk as if the window is up, and I'll edit this in the video later on. When you click on edit display elements, what it will do is it will open up a window that allows you to select between these different views here in the top left of your timeline, or create a brand new view, and you can either add props to that view or remove props from that view. And for most of those views, it really is just an organization tool for you. However, when it is the master view, it is setting the render order for all of the effects. So what is the render order? The render order is literally saying which effect is, or which prop has the most priority when I'm rendering. So if I were to add in an all effect on a prop that has a very high render order, meaning that it's very important, then that all effect is gonna overwrite everything else within that, overwrite everything else on that prop, or whatever is in that group, or that prop, or that group of props. The way that I like to think about this and think about render order is like an overhead projector slide. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when I say overhead projector. Let's click on this. Yeah, one of these things. I was a 90s kid, so we had these growing up in elementary school, and these overhead projectors this is the best image that I could find. I will try that. Thank you, Chris. They use these things called transparent slides, transparent papers, overhead. I don't know what they're called, but it is essentially just a transparent sheet of paper that you can write on with a Sharpie or print on or an Expo marker. And then as you write on that sheet, it will project up onto the wall through the light on this overhead projector. I'm sure all of you guys know what an overhead projector is. I don't need to explain this. But the important thing to think about here is those transparent slides, those transparent papers that you're stacking on top of the overhead projector. Render order is very much like these transparent slides. Depending on what order you have these transparent slides in is how much of the picture you're going to see. So let's say I have a picture where it is all filled in, where it is all filled in with black on one of these transparent slides. And I put that black transparent slide on the bottom, the very bottom of the overhead projector. And then I put another sheet on top and I start drawing in red or in white, so, you know, doodles or a little dog on top of it. You can now see the dog over the black background. Now, if I were to flip those around in how I'm laying them on the overhead projector, and I were to lay down the little white dog, and then I were to lay down the big all black square on this overhead slide, you're not going to see that dog because now your render order is off. And when you were intending to have the background be on the bottom and the dog be on the top of the background, if your render order's off, you're just going to have a black background and you can't see the dog underneath the black background. I hope this makes sense. I really like this analogy and I think that it makes sense, but I really don't know if it does make sense. So I hope you guys are tracking. Chris says try Windows tab to find a display elements window. Alt tab? No. Windows tab. Oh! X lights, Windows tab. No. Not on any of my side screens either. Strange. Huh. Weird. Stinking X lights. No, not really. I love X lights. So, in X lights, how does this render order actually work? Let me show you on a layer. This is my ADHD style of teaching and how we were talking about views and render order, but I realize this is the order that we have to teach this in. So, let's go into the all group here. And in the all group, I'm going to right click and do insert multiple layers below. I'm just going to insert 4 layers here so we have something to work with. And you'll see now on the all group, we have 5 layers that are all on this all group. So let's do exactly the example we were just talking about. Instead of a black background, we're going to do a white background. And instead of a little white dog, we're going to do a pinwheel. Let's drag this to the side so that we can see just the pinwheel. And we're going to do a red pinwheel, and we're going to make this thick. Yeah, there we go. So now we have one effect that is just a pinwheel, a red spinning one, and one effect that is all white. Now, if I were to take this effect and put it over the top of this white, you'll now see that we can see the red pinwheel over the white background. However, if I click on this effect and click the down arrow, now it's sitting below the white effect, and we can't see the spinning red pinwheel underneath the white effect. This is how render orders work within layers. Within layers, it works from bottom to top, meaning that it's going to render whatever is on the bottom first. So in this case, it's rendering a pinwheel. And then second, it's going to render this white. And as it renders that white, it renders over all of the pinwheel. Where if the pinwheel's on top, it's now going to render the white first, and then it's going to render the spinning pinwheel so that it can add it on top of the white, or remove whatever white is from the effect that is over the top of it. Remember, just like those overhead projector slides, we're just stacking stuff on top of each other. And what's really nice is in this case, within layers, it works just like an overhead projector, meaning that like this layer is the bottom of the projector, this layer is the next, and you just keep stacking up, and whatever's on top is what you're gonna see most. Is the background music too loud? I got you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working with audio signals. Appreciate the feedback, Brian. Let me know if that's still a little bit too loud. I should just start shouting. Okay, render order. Render order within layers. Here's what's very different between layers and your master view. Your master view renders from top to bottom. So in this case, how we were looking at these layers within one prop, Remember, we right-clicked on this all group and said insert multiple layers. So now we're working on layers within one prop. That is rendering from bottom to top. In the master view, the rendering goes from top to bottom. So in this view right here, we're going to select master view, and you can see, I'll just collapse this here so we can see more. You'll see in our master view, the very first prop, these props right here, I never put effects on. They're just used for organization, so I'm going to disregard those for this example. You'll see all is the very top prop, or top group in this case, in my master view, meaning that the all group is going to get rendered first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the all group and I'm going to put that white effect on it. And I'm going to drag it over here so we're not overriding, or I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to arrow up because I actually accidentally put it on all no matrix. Okay, so now we have this white effect on the all group. And I'm going to now add a red pinwheel on the house outline, which you can see the house outline is further down in the render order. Taking a second to render. The house outline is further down in the master view. And remember, how do I do this? As I move my head, the camera tracking goes, so I keep like because the master view renders from top to bottom on props, between different props. So meaning at the top of this list, Xlights is rendering the white one first as that bottom projector slide, and then as it goes down the list, the projector slides start stacking on top of each other. So in this case, the house outline is the little white dog in the example that you're setting over the top of the all group. What's great about this is this allows us to layer our props in a way that we can add an effect to the all group or to our house, and then be able to break out the snowflakes or the tombstones into different melodies that will overwrite or show the effect on top of whatever effects we have on the all group or on the house group, or things that are lower down in the render priority, or another way to say that, things that are rendering first within Xlights. Remember, things that render first get the least precedence, or the least, what's the word that I'm looking for? Importance in what you see. Anything else can override them if they're rendering first, because then other things are rendering on top of them. So many different ways to talk about this, and it's so confusing sometimes. So what can we do with this knowledge now that we know this is how render order works? This is getting a little bit more into like layering, but I want to show you how you can kind of manipulate the render order in this manner. So let's say this is a song where I wanted to create a rainbow pinwheel. I'm going to grab this effect and cut it, Control X. I'm going to expand these layers and then paste it with Control V. And I'm going to reorder this because remember, now we are within layers of a group or a prop. So it is rendering from bottom to top instead of top to bottom. So whatever's on the top in this case is the most important. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this white to a butterfly effect. Everyone, for the longest time, I hated the butterfly effect. I hated the butterfly effect because it's so overused. But after doing years of going on site, I realized that every time that I put this stinking rainbow butterfly effect on, all I hear from anybody looking at the lights is, ooh. So now I kind of love the butterfly effect. Here's the butterfly effect. As our bottom layer, we still have that red layer on top circling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this layer. So I'm going to actually change it to a white because a lot of times masking is determinant on a white color. And then within our layer blending tab, we can change this normal to a one is unmask. We can talk about layering another day. This is really more about render order rather than these cool masking and layering, but I think there's a cool point in here. So now what we've done is across the same prop on different layers on that prop, we've now masked an effect. The other thing we can do is we could essentially take this pinwheel right here that is a mask, and we could move this down the render order and move it to all house. So now you'll see this butterfly effect is rendering first. And if I move this butterfly effect is rendering this rainbow on every single prop on the house. And then what I'm doing is, because now I'm going between props, meaning that the render order is from top to bottom, meaning whatever's on the bottom is most important. I have this rainbow on the top, so it's getting rendered first, and then I'm adding this masked pinwheel to the all house group. So now what this is saying is this pinwheel is saying anything that is on the house is now going to be masked by this effect. And it's going down that list of render order, or in this case, it's going up the list of render order, saying, okay, anything that is lower in priority of the render order to me is now going to get masked. But the mega tree and the tombstones and the arches and the bats in this case too are not in the all house group, so they are not getting this masking. And we're being able to see the rainbow effect come through. Kind of weird little thing, but it helps understand a little bit better how the render order is so important when you're getting pre-made sequences and importing them to your house. Because if your render order is off, something that we intended to look like this could look terrible. It could be just butterfly on everything and have no movement. So I want to actually talk about, with this, a really cool application that we've done. This is actually a magical light shows tech thing that Tom did and loved about it and has taught about it, so I don't feel bad teaching this. It's the exact opposite of this. So if I go back to this all group, so that we're working within one layer, one group, meaning we're now working render order from bottom to top, so whatever's on the top is the most important. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this pinwheel back to normal, so now we just have a white pinwheel, and then I'm going to put this butterfly effect on the top, and I'm going to play around with these render settings until something looks, yeah, like that. So now we've achieved the exact same thing. I've selected a 2 is unmask on the rainbow effect, and it's now saying, okay, anything lower than me in priority, you are now masking me rather than me masking you. That's 2 is unmask rather than 1 is unmask in layer settings. What? Matt, why are you telling us this? Well, this is why. And I miss streaming. It's one of those things that, like, I can just be weird because I can't see any of you. I don't even know how many people are watching. I know that I'll turn this into a video after, so I don't care, but here I am going crazy, drinking my lemonade at 6:30 at night, talking to myself. I need to fix that too. Okay. Matt, why is this important? This is important because what we can do now with the master view render order is we can take a bunch of white effects. In this case, this pinwheel, I'm going to put it on the all house group, and I'm going to take a wave or a line, a single strand effect, and I'm going to come down this list. I'm actually just going to cut that there and scroll down until I can find the tombstones. We're going to put this effect on the tombstones. Is it doing anything? It's trying. We're going to do it on per model default. Yeah, sure. Chase size up. Transformation, rotate clockwise so it's going up and down. Cycles, we'll make it like 3 so it circles a little faster. Yeah, cool. Now the tombstones are doing something. We're going to put a spirals effect on the mega tree. Once again, I bring it in and cut it so I can just find the mega tree and paste it. It's got to be somewhere near the bottom, right? Mega tree, paste. Okay, now we've got a spiral on the mega tree. And then we'll just, everything else that doesn't have something, we'll just add a twinkle on the all group. So where's our twinkle? Twinkle on the all group. Yeah, cool. Okay, we've created something. I'm not sure what this is, but we've created something. I'm hearing that music get too loud again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butterfly effect that we had the 2 is unmask layer blending on, and I'm going to put it on... Oh, my master view is off. Okay, this is a good example. I'm going to put it on all last group, no faces, because there's no faces in this group. And you'll see, now all of the things that we added with white are now being masked by this rainbow thing. So we've been able to take a bunch of white effects and create movement, and then because of our master view and our render order, we are able to put an effect on this all last group that is basically the last thing that gets rendered within the render order, because between props we're rendering from top to bottom, the bottom being the most important. So this is saying anything else above me is now going to mask me. I'm now going to color whatever movement you're doing. But you'll see we don't have the mega tree changing colors, and that's because our master view is off. Our master view is off because this all last group is not the last group. We have a bunch of like weird shadow models down here. We have verticals every other 1 and 2. We have mega tree, large house prop, singing pumpkin. So that means that my master view is off, and because I can't bring up my edit display elements window, I can't change that for the stream. However, if I could change it, what I would do is I would go into edit display elements and basically just move, I can use my pointer, not my hand, basically just move all of these props up, or move this all last group down so that it sits correctly within the master view. Okay, here's a quick tip. Here's a quick rule of thumb to follow when you're trying to set your master view, because it's a little bit hard to think of what's going to override what. In general, when you're creating your master view, you want to put the group, you want to put the group that has the most props in it at the very top of your master view. So in this case, in my case, I have the all group at the very top. And then the next one down, I have all no matrix, which is the all group, but it doesn't have the matrix. And then going down, I have all house, which is the next biggest group. And then I have left third, middle third, right third, sections of the house. And then I start to break it down even more. Left third verticals, right third verticals, mid third verticals, bottom verticals, top verticals, house outline, because house outline has less in it than all house. And then you break it down even further into just the spiders on the house, just the bats, just the large house prop. If you follow this rule of thumb of the groups that have the most props in it sitting at the top of your master view, and the groups that have the least props in it sitting at the bottom of your master view, in general, that's really all you have to know. And then make sure that you create that view inside the edit display elements window. You can save the master view as a template and then call it master view -template, so that next time you open up a new sequence, all you have to do is select that master view template, and it will automatically set your master view for your new sequence. Digging a little bit deeper into that concept of the group with the most props in it sitting at the top and the group with the fewer props in it sitting at the bottom, you basically just want to think of it like this. If I'm going to create a background of everything on all house, and then I want to add something to the spiders, which is in the all house group, do I want those spiders to show on top of the effect that is in the all house? Or do I want the all house to override the spiders so that you can't even see the spiders? If you follow that thought process, it kind of makes it easier when you're looking at the master view. What's up, Steve? Steven, good to see you. We enjoy your weirdness. Thanks. It is definitely part of who I am, and I am proud of it. That is all I've got. I want to talk about Master View. Wanted to show off my new hoodie, which I'm not selling. I should probably. It's the most comfortable hoodie I've ever owned, but I just wanted a logo so it looks official. Check out YouTube for the Pixels on ArtNet. In fact, we're going to do that now. We're going to transition over to that. I'm going to make the premiere go live, so stick with me for a little bit longer. We'll all go over there together. Check out lightshow101.com for the new sequence, and you can check on YouTube if you want to see just a video of the new sequence. In this new sequence, I did something with shaders that I've never really done before that I really want to continue on the train of thought that I did with playing with the time speed of it. Take a look at it, might spark your interest. Does anyone have any questions before I go? And while I'm wrapping up, I always love to answer questions. I will do one stream from the cruise. One stream from the cruise. If you miss it, it's going to be out of nowhere. I might give like a short heads up notice, but it will be on this YouTube channel if you miss it live. Great explanation. Thanks for the confirmation, Brian. Sometimes I'm like, did my brain goo come out okay? There's a lot of things, a lot of lessons that I have planned that I would love to get on here and eventually make a video just so that people can grasp this easier. Obviously, the live stream format is the long-winded, long-form format, and hopefully the videos will be short and concise. As always with Light Show 101, the goal is to have someone that sees how cool this hobby is, get over the that's too hard, I can't do that, and hop into something that is really fulfilling, also draining on your bank account and your family. But kids are happy. You're bringing Christmas magic to everybody, right? So let me jump on my YouTube here, and we are going to transition this over to Pixels on ArtNet. This is a video that I've had for a while, and I wanted to wait until this kickoff of Light Show 101 again to release this. So we are going to do this right now, and I'm super excited. Also, if you're new here, like, what was the username? Randomaker, if you're still here, or if you're new to the stream, you will see how my haircut and beard used to be. This is very new for me, so please ignore the homeless man that you're about to see in this video that is going to premiere. Oh, 1:45 in the UK. Okay, I need to figure out a better time because now you and Grant, I am staying crispy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tutorial on videoing a show. That's a great idea. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. Good to see everybody. We're going to change this to 6:45, so it will give me one more minute to ramble. Schedule. And we're going to find a video link here. Copy. Yeah, it's a 10-minute video link, and I'm going to be joining you all in the comments. So, I think there's like a 2-minute intro to it, too. Without any further ado, thanks for hanging out. It feels good to be back. I need to get back in the swing of things, and this is a good start. Thanks for hanging out. It's great to have friends and nerds alike to do this. Excited to see at least Larson. I don't know if anyone else is going to be on that mini at sea cruise. Yeah, I think that's it. Click that light show link. I'm going to go over there right now while this thing is ending. I guess as always, stay crispy. Should that be my outro? I don't know. Cut your hair if you have a beard as long as I used to. That's the advice I need to give you. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I'm walking away, and then I'll be right back on the chat for this. But it creates a kind of cool thing when I walk away at the end of it. So I'm gonna go now. Bye, everybody. Oh no, I dropped the camera. This is the awkward part of the. I'll just readjust that. There you go. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You're okay. You're okay. You're fine. You're fine.